Looks like the reverse rejection reaction caused an energy release.
E79 is pretty rotten luck.
My head feels like it's gonna burst. What were those images just now?
No doubt about it.
Huh?
The actual events of the past just played out before us.
But then, as we just saw, Arclight is really...
A078. That was the number of the Atom Project's 78th test subject.
Kaido!
Where did I go wrong in racing him?
What a waste of the previous episode.
I always thought you were a son of a bitch, but I didn't think we'd be connected from birth. So you're my big brother, the failure.
One whose powers are incomplete can't be called a success. My foolish younger brother.
Reverse rejection reaction has 3 stages. First, when there are multiple persons possessing the body and power of God, time and space become distorted. All matter is irrationally unstable. You see, gentlemen, only one God is meant to exist in the same time and place. When there are 2, a sort of memory search is instigated to detect anomalies. These could arise in time or space without any forewarning at all. Anyone in the vicinity observes these past visions as if watching a movie, as if in a theater. If there are no such time-space anomalies, the second stage begins.
Looks like having almost merged with you has completely healed my wounds, hasn't it? Also, I learned all your powers.
Eat this! You're gonna like this one!
He did it!
No, look closely.
Hey! No flames are coming out!
I will steal your body, and then I will become a complete and utter god. Kandana free!
Arclight's techniques aren't working either.
What's going on?
The second stage, the stealing of God's power, the fragments. Indeed, they are powerless.
What? Even if he can't beat Arclight, not being able to use his powers is... No, Cruz. This is Blade's chance. This has closed the gap in both of their fighting abilities.
Oh, if they can't use their powers, then they gotta duke it out. This is gonna just be brutal.
If it's just a physical fight, you can do it, Blade!
Even without God's power, God's body remains. Then the reverse rejection reaction moves to its final phase.
Matter-to-matter energy, you mean? Is that it?
One of the God's bodies will remain, while the other becomes divine energy that is released. It is what formerly blew up your laboratory, leaving not a trace. The one that remains may be the one closest to God, the one with the more concentrated heat.
You mean Arclight?
The reverse rejection reaction ended earlier, just before moving to the final phase.
I certainly wanted to see that. Hold on, gentlemen. We may be in for a letdown. This building was installed with a special device, with the previous reverse rejection reaction in mind.
Field generator. The device creates a special energy field, one that absorbs all energy released inside.
You can do it!
Following the prior reverse rejection reaction, A078 was found having completely lost all powers. But we of the 666 knew that he survived, which was the major impetus now continuing the project. Having lost the laboratory, we had no choice but to, on the surface, suspend the government-sponsored Atom Project. But the research continued with the new enterprise we launched. The Simian Pharmaceutical Company. The most powerful drug corporation ever.
For the sake of creating a world that 666 can rule for all eternity.
Why not be upfront about it? You desire eternal youth and immortality.
There's no need to hide it now.
I despise you. As God, I despise all needless who have stolen my powers.
What? At the time of his death, the second voluntarily gave out his powers to usher in a new happiness for all mankind.
Gave out? You think the man called God would so such disastrous deeds as this? There was a man with a treasure chest. He planned to use those jewels to give others happiness. But the man was assaulted by friends and the jewels scattered. Many people who happened to be nearby stole those jewels. One per person. In time, having escaped the fiends, the man began his travels to reclaim the scattered jewels. He had died, but was reborn as a clone.
A078 became obsessed with the idea of obtaining all fragments. He used that obsession, giving Arclight the reins of the Simeon and aiding him in amassing all fragments in exchange for his help in advancing our immortality research. And as you can tell by my advanced senility in explaining all this, I'm quite obsessed with immortality.
You're talking about needless hunting, aren't you?
But he surrounded himself with those who worshipped him, and gradually began to act on his own, ignoring our will. A god who will not obey us is no use. Rather, he is a pest. The second seemed to be the same way as well. Luckily, we found the pawn that can render Arclight ours.
So that's it, eh?
You're still nursing the wounds of a petty death of the past.
It certainly wasn't. Such a stroke of good fortune locating A079.
It was thought that he'd been caught up in the explosion, his body vaporized. But when he was found, A079 had almost no missing level powers and was extremely weak.
We didn't even know if coming into contact with Arclight would provoke a reverse rejection reaction. Such hard work it's been, increasing his powers without even realizing whether we're friend or foe.
But just as we'd wished, a reverse rejection reaction did occur between A079 and Arclight, with Arclight losing all of his powers.
Yeah, you stupid scum! Allow me to show you the difference between you and me. What? That is the difference between an incomplete clone and me, your god!
Mr. Freeze, please!
It seems the matter has been settled.
Of course it has. Remember, A79 was an incomplete clone. He obviously lacked the necessary power that the Atom series was meant to have to be successful.
He may be a clone of God, but without his fragment, he should be easy to beat by anyone. It's your turn now, Satan. Mop up Simeon's former leader and take his place as its new one. Hold on a moment.
Oh?
I never thought your regenerative power would remain.
Regenerating is like moving my arms and legs to me. No matter what, I will never be without it.
Just like positive feedback zero, Doppelganger is one of his abilities since birth.
I get it. That's God for you, is it? That makes things easy. I'll just smash you faster than you can regenerate that to take care of you. He's quite resistant, A079. What are you shaking? Hey, isn't it a bit cold in here all of a sudden?
That's strange. The room should be properly ventilated.
What is the meaning of this? Looks like things are getting wrapped up over there. I thought I'd wrap them up here too.
Don't be foolish. We would make you Simeon's leader and CEO.
And cut off my head at the slightest of actions you don't care for? You've already prepared my successor, haven't you?
That body of yours can't survive unless we provide it with regular maintenance.
Not to worry. I've figured a way around that little nuisance. Oh, that's nuisance time. So she's been helping AO79 and Rikudo. I gave her a thorough checkup when she was brought here, and I learned that if she used her doppelganger power, I'd no longer have to undergo your maintenance. I am totally self-sufficient. Your usefulness has ended.
An explosion, your injuries put you on the brink of death. It was us 666 that saved you.
That's right. By injecting me with e22 and attaching me to Kuga. To use me as a new subject in the Atom Project. Let me warn you one thing. If you wish to rule the world, you must first eliminate AO79 Adam Blade. He has dangerous eyes. The eyes of the devil. Thank you for the warning.
This is just a game to collect all fragments. Games should only be played for an hour a day. Being needless or a god makes no difference now. So tell me, Blade, what were you born to accomplish? The answer to that's obvious. To destroy your pony little ass! I can't believe you fell for something so simple. Sure enough, God is such a softy. Bastard! Remember this, oh God, if fighting strength is equal, then there's no way you can beat the devil!
Protect the ground! It'll break!
This is the end, Arclight!
Oh no, my lord!
True, with my fragments temporarily sealed. I can't keep regenerating with the power left in this body. But you've made a mistake.
What?
It's painfully obvious that you didn't take into account the true reason for the event held here today. You had an extraordinarily good chance. But I'm afraid you lost it.
Oh no! What is it? Arclight has plans to absorb the crowd below.
What are you saying?
Have you forgotten? Even before we enter the building, But the only power Arclight has left is regeneration.
No, that is part of his regeneration ability. If he absorbs all those people,
There's no way you can win.
Shut up! Just die, bastard!
Doing that would cause quite a bother, Brother Arclight.
What are you doing here?
Why, here to say my farewell. To say your farewells? To who? Let's have everyone listen.
Station!
Where's that bastard then? What is it, Yamada? Don't you think that's strange? What is it? That! He's floating in midair. Satan's fragment is the fourth way. He shouldn't be able to do that. Satan, you would interfere with Lord Archive's plan?
Well, to be honest, yeah.
Unforgivable!
She's dead. You're the one who's interfering.
Such power. This is true psychic amazement. Come to the app point. This can't be.
Extreme. Only God can get out of those.
But how?
I'll show you.
You El Byakugo!
Sorry for hiding it, my little brothers. And of course, I have the zero fragment in my power. Being next to you, brother, has allowed me to learn several fragments.
Yeah, she's just about dead.
You just sit back and watch.
Satan, bastard. So you were a spy for 666.
Having been a spy yourself, you picked up the scent of someone similar, have you, Aruka? But I've already cut my ties with those 666 guys.
Satan, just what are you?
And I'm rejecting the name Satan. As of now, I'm going back to my true name.
True name?
My name is Kanazuki. Kyoji Kanazuki.
Kyoji Kanazuki. I feel I've heard that somewhere.
He was Professor Gaido's assistant. He was working on the Eve project. I see. So that's where we heard it. But wait a minute. He was supposed to have died in the lab explosion.
Actually, I didn't die. It's been a while, Professor Gaido. My appearance may have changed a bit, but make no mistake, I am Kanazuki, your assistant.
So you survived.
Well, Brother Arclight, it's time to say goodbye to everyone as you prepare to leave this world.
You're saying you can kill God?
You're not God. You're just a clone. What's more, your heart is defective. Agnai Shuwada!
Lord Arclight!
That's what's good. What do you do about it now?
Goodbye, A078.
But this isn't possible.
What's your game?
I saved you. You at least owe me a thank you. Even though that 666 guy told me I should kill you first. Now that I think of it, maybe I should have.
Bastard!
Force. Wave.